What is up, you guys? It is your boy Zach Zeiler, and I would like to welcome you all to a brand new installment, a brand new implementation. Thank you for your participation here on the channel. So, it's nice to be back at a healthy state on YouTube again, where I am noticing that my subscribers are growing at a very good rate again. I think we're right around the corner from like 200,000 subscribers, which is amazing. I should have hit that 200,000 subscriber mark like 2 years ago, but we're getting really close to that. Admittedly, my consistency really hasn't been that great, so it's nice to be rewarded and see that my viewership is on the rise. I have quite a few videos right now that are like going viral, which is definitely increasing the engagement on my channel. It sucks a little bit because none of those videos that are going viral are like monetized because they have music in them. And of course, YouTube's pretty strict on their copyright grounds. But that's okay. That's not why I create content to begin with, because my YouTube paycheck really is not that great to begin with. So, anyways, I wanted to update you guys on my performance in terms of my leg development and my approach towards leg training in general. So, what you're seeing right now, actually, in the present state, is me repping out 275 for, I'd say, 20 reps. And ideally, I was hoping to go to failure. And, the word failure, I've talked about this before. It's a very touchy subject for me personally because I don't believe that it's possible to completely reach failure or completely bring a muscle to absolute failure. In these squats, for example, by the time I hit 20 reps, everything was done. And not just my quadriceps, not just my hamstrings and my glutes, but everything was so taxed. Like, I probably had another 5 reps, like, in me. Looking at the footage, it's very easy to say that, but in the moment, and after hitting just 15 reps, it was just so painful, like my traps pinching together, the bar resting on my traps, my chest and my lungs were aching, just because I'm not a person that does any form of cardio whatsoever. So by doing these high repetition sets of squats, it takes a ton out of me to do this, and it is definitely like it's a cardio session in itself. And not to go too deep into that, but the reason I don't do cardio, it's pretty obvious. It's so I don't get sucked up skinny. I don't want to be 1% body fat or anything like that. I already struggle to consume the thousands of calories that I have to consume on a day-to-day basis just to maintain. So if I were to be implementing some form of cardio, I would not benefit from it whatsoever. It would actually hinder me on my journey to gain size right now. And, cardio, what I tell my clients to begin with, it should be utilized to train the most important muscle in the body, which is, of course, the heart. You shouldn't view cardio as a means of like, oh, I'm going to solely use cardio to lose body fat or to lose weight, instead of focusing on nutrition, which is obviously number one when it comes to losing body fat and getting to losing weight. But I'm not going to go into that too much. After that set of 275, I dropped it down to 225, hoping to get like 30 reps, and finding that 25 was all I had in the tank. And this type of training is most definitely the best type of training for leg development, for me anyways. I know plenty of guys that can go in the gym and squat following a 5x5 routine and their legs blow up, which is frustrating to a guy like me, because if I go in the gym and I'm doing just heavy triples, singles, and doubles, even a 5x5, my legs don't grow from that. I get strong extremely fast, but the results that I see in the physical form, they are not as rewarding as, implementing time under tension. And that is what I was trying to replicate, I guess, in this workout, was like to really increase my time under tension on each set. The 275 squats, for example, that you guys just saw a moment ago, I broke each set up into like 5 reps where I would perform 5 reps and then I would sit at the top, or stand at the top rather, and breathe. I would breathe and contract my glutes, my hamstrings, and my quadriceps, not lock out my knees, have a slight bend in them to keep my legs activated, but take it as a moment to re-register and be able to breathe and think about the next 5 reps until I got very close to failure. And I'm sure like in the next few weeks and months, I will be able to add quite a few more reps to those sets that you saw of the 275 and 225. And I even went on to the leg press, and I didn't load up the entire machine, as many people do. I think I only went up to 6 or 8 plates. This angle makes it very difficult to tell, so I apologize for that, but that's not what is important. I was completely focused in on engaging my legs and bringing my legs to failure, in quotations. But this is the type of training that I benefit from the most. And on this given day, my original plan was to follow my strength programming in the squats before even going into these rep out sets of 275 and 225. And those were only 2 working sets. And you guys know that I am a huge volume advocate when it comes to training any muscle group. I really enjoy destroying muscle with high amounts of volume sets, reps, and exercises. But you can't do a whole lot of volume, and it's really unnecessary if you're training properly and you're treating each set the way that you should treat it. Having that mindset of wanting to achieve failure, wanting to break down muscle tissue to where you have nothing left in the tank. And that's what I set out to do. Like here you can see like the discomfort in my face and stuff, because it should be painful. And, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining or anything, but it's fun. Like, this type of training is fun. You put in your headset or your headphones and you just go to work with each set. You take a reasonable amount of rest time in between your sets, knowing that you're doing fewer sets, and you just give it your absolute all. And I even tried doing that with the leg extensions and stuff. A lot of sets weren't recorded. I know I always say that, and it's pretty obvious that I did like 2 to 3 sets of these leg extensions. And I also did quite a bit of hamstring work, but I only filmed my lying leg curls. So that's where I'm at in my approach towards my leg training. I need to get away from having such an ego about me and having to max out every workout. Don't get me wrong, I do want to go back to following my 5-3-1 program, ideally my strength program, before going into these sets. But today, on this workout, I just wanted to give myself completely to that set of 275 and 225, which is good because in the past, my previous PR was 275 for 15. And here I am, I hit an extra 5 reps, so I'm pretty proud of that. That's the end of the video, you guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you have questions, ask below. Peace out, bye.